Why, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, and we're continuing on a really epic story today in our LOTRO Tales series here on Lord of the Rings Online. We are being told the stories of the history of the Dunedain. Okay, so we've jumped we saw the one in the north, when the first kings died, in Forachel, and then we saw one. You can watch the previous episode if you want to see the details and then come back to this, or watch this one and then jump back, whatever. They're usually all in order by LOTRO Tale, but you can watch them out of order and then just go back and watch the other ones. But I try to keep them nice for you all in that way. It's really cool story. So let's get straight into it. Let's move on here. All right, so we are now another Dunedain. We'll know who we are in a second, but we're supposed to talk to Aragorn here, our chieftain, when he is young. So we've jumped many more years, so this is Lord Aragorn. Oh, but look at that. I like how he looks. It's cool. We have been friends for many years, Tugon. Okay, so this character I'm playing is supposed to be the Ranger Tugon. Tugon. He's too long gone. No, just kidding. Tugon. And we have explored the wildlands of Eriador together. Your friendship means a great deal to me, but I have said nothing for which you should be angry with me. I have told you before that I plan to adventure in the Southlands, then return when I have done deeds worthy of my father and grandfather. You cannot come with me, my friend. If I am to lead the Dunedain, needs must I perform feats worthy of that obligation. It is something I must do alone, Tugon.
In the year 2956 of the Third Age, Aragorn was about to make an important acquaintance.
I wish to see the great kingdom of the south. Who is this on the road ahead? Few travelers take this way. You are a long way from home, old man. What brings you to this road?
The old man smiled with amusement.
What say is true. It might also be said of you, Aragorn, son of Arathorn. How do you know my name? No, hold, Tugon. I do not believe this man is our enemy. I know a great deal about you. I know that you were fostered by Elrond Rivendell after the death of your father. I know that he was told you something of your noble lineage. I know, too, he has given you the heirlooms of your house, the shards of Narsil and the ring of Barahir. But how do you know these things, old man? I know because it is my business to know. I am Gandalf.
Yes, it was Gandalf, and if Aragorn in his youth spoke roughly, the wizard surely forgave him.
So this is the first, supposedly in Lord of the Rings Online, this is the first meeting that Gandalf and Aragorn ever met in the lore. That, at least in Lord of the Rings' version. Which, I think very believable how they did this. It would be so Gandalf to just meet someone on the road for the first time. Not like come to his house in Rivendell. He just like meets him on the road. These are great things in store for Aragorn, chieftain, Tugon. But he must arrive at them in his own time. It is the solemn duty of all of the Dunedain to protect him, for he is the descendant from Isildur in the line unbroken, and one day he must rule in Gondor. Gandalf smiles with amusement, peering at you from underneath his eyebrows, and bushy eyebrows they are. But these are mighty words, and the time is still far off. We all have work to do before the day comes. Not just Aragorn, not just in our small way, the wizards, but you as well, Tugon. You will not travel with Aragorn on his journey into the kingdoms of the south, for he has made up his mind. But you still have your own role to play. In friendship, you will carry it out and have victory, I am certain. For that is a weapon no servant of the enemy fully understands. Elrond spoken to me of Gandalf the Grey, and I am ashamed I did not recognize him at first, Tugon. Still, He has a warmth, though perhaps he tries to hide it. There were many things I wanted to ask him, should we ever meet, but now I cannot think of any. What a chance meeting. Let us continue to Lothlorien, and perhaps then I will remember the questions I wish to ask. Loading, 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 back to another story. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, bumping things over here. Cool. That was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I don't remember doing that. I'm pretty sure I've done that quest. But, again, guys, remember, I've been playing this game since the very first, week and a half it came out. So, the first 2 weeks when it was out of beta, I was playing it. All right. So we're back at our main character. We did the full roundup in the last episode and a half here of storytelling.
All of the Dunedain have played their parts, so it will be with us.
All of the Dunedain have... let's do this voice a little better. All of the Dunedain have played their parts, so it will be with us. And so it was that Aragorn, heir of Isildur, through the unbroken line, down the long years, began his friendship with Gandalf, the Grey Pilgrim. He will be known by the sword that he bears, Anduril, Flame of the West, and the Ring of Barahir, once lost, but since regained. It is the task of the Dunedain, and indeed all friends of Aragorn, to ensure he safely comes into his birthright. We will not question it if this is the time for his ascension to the kingship. It must be so. Ride with us, Solid Ironshield and Voice of the Rings, for we ride into history. Legion and Herodor, Koragur, and Glagon, which are the people we just saw in all these last episodes, are all remembered for the parts they played in the great drama of the age. So it will be with us. And I would like to inform all of Voice of the Rings viewers, don't forget to like and subscribe and help them out. Oh, thanks, Candace. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right.
Speak with Halbarad to see if he has any advice before we depart.
Some of the Dunedain have already begun to ride Zollin Ironshield. Speak with Halbarad at the stables to see if he has any advice before the rest of us depart. So maybe they're not all going in one giant group. They're going in separate little squads kind of thing. That would make sense, right? From the story perspective. Halbarad!
We will all gather again for a rest at Gwingris in Eregion.
Our preparations are complete, and some of the Dunedain have already mounted their horses and began to ride. You do the same, or engage one of the horses at the stables, and we will be off. Lothrindir and I have chosen a course that will take us south in several legs. For the first of which leads south through the Trollshaws and into Eregion. We will meet up with Gwingris in Eregion, Zollin Ironshield and Voice of the Rings, and we will have a rest. Alright. I will see you there, my lord. Alright, let's see here. We must protect Aragorn at all costs, everyone. That is the goal of Zollin Ironshield. So, we need to get to Eregion.
Megovanen.
We could write it for, 40 minutes in 2 episodes, or we could just fast travel, which is probably what we're going to do. I need to get to Gring something with a G. Trollshaws. I don't want to go to Trollshaws. I want to go to... where is it? There it is. Aha, swift travel. Boom. We're off. Go, my elk. Ride me there. Teleportation. Baruch! Kazad! Except I didn't actually stop the video. But that's what I would do if I had done a video skip. I'm gonna move this end travel button somewhere else. I don't like how it looks. I'm gonna hide it. There. It has been hidden. Alright, we're here in the beautiful lands of Eregion. Some people say Eregion, but I don't know. I've heard it said both ways, and I know a lot of you have made very nice comments. They're like, yeah, just say Eregion. So we'll stick with that in the past. So let's go ahead and talk to Saradon, right? The Ranger. Well, it's definitely not that guy. Okay, he must be over here. Mr. Ranger, where are you? You know, I brought, just popped in my mind, I'm going to put it because it's a fun little story to add to the LOTRO Tale series. I brought tea to all my family the other day because we were doing a big project outside, so I made everyone tea and put some sugar on it. We were just helping out, right? Normal. Didn't even think about it. My mom's like, you're like that one dwarf in The Hobbit that brings tea to everybody. I'm like, oh yeah. Which I believe it was, make sure I say the right name, because that would be embarrassing if I didn't. Well, it's Dory, right? Dory is the one with the beard that went like this, and he's the one that, you know, just tea, thank you. And he's like, do you want some red wine? And he's like, Gandalf's like, no, just tea, thank you, or whatever, that part in the Hobbit movie. Anyway, I just thought that was a nice compliment from my family. See, for me, it's a compliment if someone calls me a dwarf. Maybe for other people it would be an insult. I don't know. You tell me. But yes, yeah, Dory. Dory, Nori, and Ori. Yes, it was definitely Dory. Yes, the oldest out of the three. He's the one that did it in The Hobbit. Yeah. All right, moving on.
The first leg of our journey is complete, but not without incident.
The first leg of our journey is complete, but not without incident. My horse, Erbrander, has drawn up lame. Oh no. There is something wrong with one of his shoes, and he cannot go on unless something is done. Halbarad says I should just engage another horse. But I have been speaking to the elves here, and they have given me another idea. Apparently, a skilled farrier has recently passed through Wingris. This farrier, London by name, could certainly repair Aaron Brander's shoes. I understand that London left Wingris heading east. Excuse me, these names. If you find him and convince him to return, we will have been delayed but little. All right, sure. I'll get on my horse. Because my horse is amazing. All right. Here we go. Oh, glorious. My glorious Clydesdale. All right, let's see. We have to find him. Where is he? He's up the road. We have time in this episode. Let's go. Up the road. Another player. The middle of night in the game. And also very late on the server time, too. I'm not going to say what server time it is. All I can tell you is I'm recording this pretty late at night. But hey, I felt like recording and playing Lord of the Rings Online, so LOTRO Tale time. I record my videos at many times of the day and night. You'll never guess. Okay, so it looks like we got some LOTRO points. We got a new deed called Known to the Grey Company for completing that. There's where the 5 points came from, and if we earn standing with the Grey Company, we'll get a discount for all travel locations and another 10 points, and we'll get a title called Friend of to the Grey Company. I'm gonna be friends with the Grey Company. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. By the way, here's a fun little tidbit of information. There's actually a quest, a secret deed, I should say, a secret deed to get a title. I think it's a title, a deed done. You just travel around and you go up this Holland ridge here, and if you get on right here on the edge, and you can jump along, there's this really hard spot to get, and I believe we did that in a stream on the channel. I could make a guide video about it if you guys wanted to. I might do that. Ooh, that music got really loud all of a sudden, didn't it? It's very, very nice music, but it got very, very loud. Just turn it down slightly. So anyway, it's pretty cool. So, side note for the LOTRO Tale, there's a cool deed right there. I may have a guide video on that later on, but also we did it, John Hammer walked us through that, one of my subscribers, and one of our officers in our kinship. He walked us through doing that deed. It was very fun to learn about. I thoroughly enjoyed that. It's really fun. There's a lot of Easter egg secret things you can find in this game. You know, really good MMOs always do that. Like, shout out to, like, even World of Warcraft does that too, right, with Easter eggs. But LOTRO does that, and there's a lot of other... It's always fun when big open world games do that. You find something because you're the one that explored some random little hole in the wall, or some little side on the mountain, or some little, you know, cove that no one goes into in a valley or something, you know? Oh, there he is, London.
Careful, stranger. There's a group of Uruks in these parts.
of great size and strength. I saw them 2 hours ago. They were passing north, and though I could not understand little of their cruel speech, it seems to me they were seeking treasure. There are ruins throughout these lands, you know. These Uruks would like nothing better than a chance at plunder. London listens to your account of Saradin's plight and agrees to tend to the needs of his horse, Aaron Brandir. His face then freezes in a mask of fear. The Uruks! They're coming back. Prepare to fight! Here they come. Help me fight them off. Oh, wow, scary. Baruch Khazar! Thank you, friend. I speak with you again back at Gwingris. Gwingris. Also, that combat sounds really, really loud. Let's bring those down to like 55. There we go. That's a little better on the combat balance. Ta-da! It's a little hard sometimes with that audio stuff. I love that I can quickly adjust things and there's all the options in LOTRO to adjust audios because balance is key. That's why I'm always monitoring when I'm doing voiceovers, because I don't want to be like, you know, I'm over here doing a voiceover and you guys are hearing like these crazy loud sound effects over my voice. Or my voice is so loud you can't hear any of the background ambience, which I feel like helps give you that storytelling feel, right? Because LOTRO does such a good job of all the ambient sound. In fact, I'm not going to talk for 1 minute. Let you listen. And then my dogs bark in the background. Some dogs are somewhere here in our region. Well, I wonder where they are. There's something very calming about traveling around in Lord of the Rings Online, as you just travel around. Where is this London guy? Where is he? Did I pass him? Oh, I passed him slightly. Whoops. My dwarven frustration. I passed him. No! He was right at the front, apparently, over here on the right. That's a weird spot for him to be. Oh, there he is. A townsperson, just some random guy here. It's not even a town.
I have fit a new shoe to Cyrodiil's horse. He will have no problems now.
I wonder if some can be said for the few who live in these lands. Those Uruks spoke as if more would be coming, and we have no reason to doubt them. There has been much more activity among those creatures, many more of them on the road in recent weeks. I do not like it. Well, give Cyrodiil my thanks for sending you my way, dwarf friend. I would have been in a great deal of trouble if you had not come along when you had. And the price of a new horseshoe is a small price to pay indeed. That's true. Basically, probably saved his life. I mean, maybe he's a good enough fighter he could have taken on 2 Uruk-hai, but that's a scary thought if you think about it in real life. Well, 2 Uruk-hai just came up to you in real life, right? We tend to not like put that together in our minds when we think about how scary they are, because we always see these awesome, amazing warriors fighting them in the movies, and they beat them up like they're nothing. But realistically, it'd be pretty freaking scary.
Erebrandir is ready to go once more.
Erebrandir is ready to go once more. His new shoe fits perfectly, a testament to the skill of Londan. I am worried about these Uruks, though. If it is true that many of the creatures have come north through Endedwaith into Aragian, region, our ride south may quickly become more difficult than it has been to this point. Are they solely here to plunder, or is there another purpose that drives them? London gave to me the shoe he took from Brander. It is yours, if you want it. Some people believe a shoe such as this brings good fortune. I do not think that it is the case, but I leave you to make up your own mind. All right, this item. Let's talk about it real quick. It's just an item. It just says some people believe the shoe is lucky. It gives you better drops. I don't know, but I have had this shoe in Zollin's inventory for like 8 years. It's like, why not? So now it's in Voice of the Rings.
The rest of the Dunedain have gone on ahead. They wait now for us.
So, anyway, I think that's a cool little item.
The rest of the Dunedain have gone on ahead. They wait now for us.
Yeah, so I keep that. All right, so anyway, we are going to end it there, my friends, and we'll continue this quest in the next episode of Voice of the Rings. Thank you to my Patreons for their support. Subscribe button's right there if you want to support the channel that way. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Those all mean a lot. Even go as far as beyond as sharing the video. That's wonderful. Next video will be right up there. Over there will be my guides and other stuff I do. And again, thank you to my wonderful Patreons for their wonderful support. And if you have the means or motivation, you want to check that out, links are down there as well. And my free social media stuff and all that jazz. You can always join our Discord too, through voiceoftheRings.com, down there. That's free too, but you get some extra perks if you're Patreon. All right, see you in the next one, my friends. Baruch Kazad, Kuzad menu. Stay happy. Have a great and wonderful day in Middle Earth. I hope I made your day a little better there. See you in the next one.